Kicking off the State of the City's presentation will be Kennewick Mayor Bill McKay. Bill was elected to City Council in 2018 and elected mayor in 2022. After moving to the Tri-Cities in 1996, Bill worked at Iowa Beef Packers and then became a loan officer at Sterling Bank. He and his wife Cindy then purchased a 6-acre farm in Kennewick. Their family business, 27th Avenue Self-Storage, opened in May of 2005. McKay's background in farming, along with having been a loan officer and a small business owner, gives him unique experience in working with cities as a developer, a lender, and a property owner. Bill's the father of 4 successful adult children and has volunteered with many organizations since moving to the Tri-Cities, including the Tri-Cities YMCA Board, Tri-Cities Prep High School Board, and various positions in his church. Currently, he's a board member for the Washington Self-Storage Association. Please help me welcome Kennewick Mayor Bill McKay.
Hello, everybody. Okay. I first want to thank the Chamber for continuing to provide this opportunity to share glimpses of what is happening in our cities. With horrific things happening in other parts of the world, it's worth taking a look at the good things that are being done and accomplished in our communities. One of the best parts of being mayor is to share how we are doing, especially when we are able to highlight the continued progress of our growing region. Our priority areas are biennium, our council reviews, our 5 priority focus areas to determine priorities for the next biennium as part of the city's budget preparation. Our adherence to our budgeting by priorities model has allowed us to continue to align our resources towards the highest needs. I will be highlighting today some accomplishments in each of our priority areas. Before the priority area highlights, it is also important to talk about the multiple strategic plans the city has been developing. We make annual updates to our comprehensive plan, but a 10-year update is due in 2026, so we've already started that progress. We are implementing some incremental changes now to accommodate required legislative changes to address housing flexibility and energy efficiencies. We've also been working on other major strategic planning efforts to include our Parks and Recreation Comprehensive Plan, Economic Development Strategic Plan, and Fire Department Standard of Coverage, and more. Some of you have participated in the stakeholder outreach to provide input, and the city appreciates your feedback. Together, we are creating the strategies to implement our shared vision for our future. These strategic plans provide the backbone of implementing the City Council's goals, as well as provide for a sustainable operating and capital budget for the over 300 services the city provides, services that impact the quality of our daily lives. Council objectives are achieved through broad programs in community safety. Police services, emergency medical services, fire services, safe drinking water, code enforcement, and building safety remain our top priorities. Some highlights in this area are: we continue the commitments made to our community in fighting criminal gang and drug activity with the public safety sales tax Benton County voters approved in 2014. This funding supports 15 additional police officers just in Kennewick and supports 55 law enforcement officers in Benton County. It also provides funding for other support positions and programs. Continuation of the public safety sales tax past the current 2024 sunset is on the November ballot. Detailed information on how this important public safety funding source is being utilized can be found on the city's website. We also continue to work with Benton County and other partner jurisdictions on a unified strategy to implement our regional program commitments to the safety of our community. In partnership with the Kennewick School District, we are expanding our student resource officer program to make have officers in every middle school. We have had a long-term partnership with officers in our high school, all of our high schools. We're also assisting the school district with the new security officer program in our elementary schools as well. Construction of fire station number 3 across from the convention center here was completed. Last year, and the fire just recently moved in the new fire station number 1 on 10th Avenue. We'll be announcing an open house to view this station in the coming weeks. We work hard to ensure the new fire stations are located in strategic locations in areas with high call volumes and near major response routes. Over a year ago, the fire department developed a strategic plan to provide a roadmap over the next 5 years to ensure services meet the expectations of our growing community. Fire is currently working on a deployment model and standard of coverage performance measurements. Homelessness issues persist in various areas of our city, and we continue to devote resources to addressing the issue within the confines of the law. We have recently adopted additional sit-lie ordinances for extra enforcement areas. We participate in weekly outreach to homeless individuals to connect them to services. We work with individual businesses on steps they can take to better protect their property with increased lighting and security measures. And we strongly advocate for quick reporting of anyone breaking the law so that we can respond immediately to the active situations. Our city website has a homeless resource page with information on local services available and tips for protecting property and reporting concerns. We also continue to work with our community partners to identify and implement creative solutions for affordable housing and to address homelessness concerns. Some of our partner agencies include the Kennewick Housing Authority, Benton County, and our existing social service agencies. A top focus for Kennewick is placed on increasing creative and flexible approaches to program outcomes and additionally leveraging community partnerships for the most efficient and effective delivery of services. Council recently adopted legislative priorities to support our goals and protect the city's ability to provide exceptional service to our businesses and citizens. These priorities were developed with our local partners and include transportation and infrastructure funding, public safety priorities, growth management act reform, and revenue flexibility options, and behavioral health resources. The highest legislative priority that we are working together with our partner agencies on is infrastructure funding for our bi-county dispatch center. The objective of this priority area is to maintain existing infrastructure and build new infrastructure to support economic development and expansion. Some highlights. With over 85,000 vehicles per day, the city's busiest intersection is getting a major overhaul. The Gage and Steptoe Boulevard intersection project will increase safety, capacity, and functionality. There's also always some pain in the process that we will soon be able to enjoy the traffic enhancements. Another major street project is work at the Deschutes and Columbia Center intersection. These improvements will pave the way for future widening of Columbia Center Boulevard north of Deschutes. The past year, we completed phase 1 of our advanced metering infrastructure project with approximately 15,000 homes and businesses getting either a new water meter or new smart register. The new smart meters will help us to better manage our water resources more effectively and provide customers a tool to monitor their consumption. Phase 1 was about 55% of the total meter inventory, and we are currently working on Phase 2, scheduling for our remaining meters. Our focus on quality of life is to maintain our parks, provide for diverse entertainment options, and offer recreation programs for a well-planned community. In June, we celebrated the opening of the largest outdoor pickleball complex in the state. With that, additional 12 new championship quality courts combined with 3 existing courts, this makes Kennewick the pickleball capital of Washington. A 74-foot by 45-foot picnic shelter pavilion and new restrooms complemented the new courts. With TRIDEC's coordination, we continue to work with the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers in partnership with our neighboring jurisdictions, community stakeholders, tribal partners, and federal legislators on full reconveyance of the shorelines to local control. The city has also been working with the Corps for a 72-acre recreation conveyance on the west end of Columbia Park. Council's objective in economic development are to support existing businesses and to create sustainable family wage jobs. It has been encouraging how the permitting activity has continued even in the midst of the rising interest rates and other market pressures. This continued growth is a strong indicator of the confidence those investing in these development projects have in the strength and resilience of our local economy. Nothing can speak more to the progress than looking at the big picture, and we are experiencing development all across Kennewick, from the Columbia Gardens waterfront to Vista Field to Gage Boulevard to Southridge. There isn't a section that isn't experiencing growth. The community has made very significant investments, and what is especially impressive is the investment coming from all sectors: new retail, new offices, new homes, new fire stations, new places to eat. We have an interactive development map on our website that highlights the numerous projects recently completed or are in progress. This progress also comes from partnerships. Together we are able to leverage our individual resources and capitalize on creative financing solutions to implement unique development opportunities. The city also continues due diligence work on our public-private partnership for the expansion of the Tri-Cities Convention Center. This expansion would include a new convention hotel, future retail space, residential towers, and new public spaces that align with the community's transformational vision for Vista Field. For industrial expansion area, formerly known as the urban growth area around south of I-82, is getting noticed since its annexation. The city is actively working with the property owner and TRIDEC to recruit light industrial to this area and working on the extension of water and sewer utilities this next year. We have been receiving strong interest from multiple parties and excited to see that what finally lands there. There is no way any one of us can cover everything that is happening in our cities in one luncheon. You heard me mention our website several times today, and I really do encourage you to check out all of the information we have available on that website. On behalf of the city and council and staff, I thank you for all that you do. Have a great lunch.
Thank you, Mayor McKay, for that update on Kennewick. Sounds like a lot going on. Next, we have the pleasure of introducing City of Pasco Mayor Blanche Barajas. Mayor Barajas was elected to serve the City of Pasco City Council in January 2018, was elected Mayor Pro Tem in 2020, and elected Mayor in January of 2022. She is the first Latina elected to council and the first Latina mayor in Pasco history. Blanche moved to Pasco in 2005. She holds a bachelor's degree in business administration and an associate in applied science and criminal justice. Blanche proudly serves on several committees representing Pasco and several youth awareness coalitions. She's the current vice chair for Safe Kids Coalition, and she continues to volunteer in other areas of the community. As an active community advocate, Blanche dedicates time to mentoring youth and promotion initiatives that ease access to services. Please help me welcome Pasco Mayor Blanche Barajas.
I got up too quick there. Hello, everyone. Welcome, and thank you, Tri-Cities Regional Chamber of Commerce, for hosting us. Did I turn it off? Did not. Thank you again for allowing us to be here and share a little bit about what's going on in Pasco. I'm anxious to share what we're doing. We've been initiating a lot of legislative priorities, and we're thrilled to share the opportunity about what's happening in Pasco, all the accomplishments. In Pasco, we believe that collaboration at the community level is essential for making our city a welcoming and vibrant city for all. Our parks and open spaces are evolving to become the heartbeat of our community. Whether it's new green spaces or the enhancement of existing parks, we aim to make these places resonate with the needs of our residents. For example, an example is the voter-approved sales tax funding the new aquatic facility. This project is led by our very own former mayor, Matt Watkins, and I'm not sure if he's in the room, and the Public Facilities District. This facility is set to become a community cornerstone, get your bathing suits ready. Another important quality of life aspect is the new animal shelter located next to the existing facility on 18th Avenue. It's coming a new state-of-the-art facility under management of the Animal Control Authority, which are Pasco and our neighbor cities, Kennewick and Richland. This long-standing partnership is committed to ensure the best care possible for our animals. As Pasco continues to grow, housing remains a key focus. Our great staff has developed a housing action plan. What does that mean? Simply put, it's our roadmap to increasing diverse housing options for our residents. It's been crafted with significant community input and focuses on the housing affordability issues affecting us all. As you may have heard, this is an urgent matter. We aim to address the steeping cost of housing by expediting construction and market availability. The Housing Action and Implementation Plan comes as a response to the state legislation, but we've adapted to be uniquely Pasco rather than adopting a one-size-fits-all solution. This plan aims to tackle a variety of housing challenges like affordability, housing stability for our families, and making Pasco an attractive place for prospective employees. So far, we've made great strides in this area. We've approved accessory dwelling units, diversified home types, and introduced new residential development standards. This contributes to greater flexibility, sustainability, and inclusivity of our housing in our housing market. At the forefront of all this great work is our Community and Economic Development Director, Jacob Gonzalez, and his team, and they have been actually nationally recognized for their innovative work on this field. Thank you, Jacob. We've also committed a few $1 million to reinvigorate downtown Pasco from Peanuts Park to Lewis Street corridor. Our goal is more than just a beautification. Completion of the Lewis Street overpass in 2024 will better connect downtown to East Pasco. We are supporting local events, improving the Pasco Specialty Kitchen, putting a spotlight on the Pasco Farmers Market to create a rich and community-driven experience in the heart of our city. How many of you have visited our farmers market? Ooh, I love it. I love all the hands. I will do a shameless plug here. If you've not eaten at our vendors or visited our specialty kitchen, I invite you to. Please come do so. This Saturday is the last farmers market. You need to come and visit us. We're also celebrating a cultural Dia de los Muertos, or Day of the Dead run. So I invite you all to look it up, register, and come and run. It's for a good cause. Sorry, I said it was the shameless plug. All right, so back to my report. As one of the Washington's fastest growing cities, Pasco is planning ahead to manage the influx of approximately 45,000 people, or new residents, by 2040. Because of this, we initiated our first ever transportation system master plan. This ambitious master plan doesn't just focus on alleviating traffic. It serves as a comprehensive guide to the city's entire transportation future. As you know, transportation is not just getting from point A to point B. It's a vital connector that links our residents to essential services, work, and community spaces. This plan is integrated in our framework to encompass housing, utilities, parks, and public safety, ensuring our growth is balanced and sustainable. This plan is more than a list of projects, though. It's a vision. It lays out a multimodal system that enriches both our developed and developing areas. It's not just road improvements, it prioritizes pedestrian and cycling routes, reimagining the design of arterial and collector roadways to serve all travel modes. This is vital because a well-designed transportation network is essential for community livability. It tailors to the many needs of our residents, whether based on age, income, or lifestyle. This initiative supplements our 2018 to 2038 comprehensive plan and ensures that Pasco remains a great place to live in now and in the future. Economic vitality doesn't stop at downtown, though. It's expanding to other places like Broadmoor area and the Northwest Pasco. With development already in progress, the city is allocating roughly $40 million for infrastructure upgrades. These enhancements include projects on I-182 and Road 100 interchange. Sandifer and Inner Broadmoor area will bolster business appeal and adeptly handle growing impacts. Plus, pedestrian and cyclist safety is in our radar, ensuring a well-rounded strategy for land use, development, and community enrichment for a thriving Pasco. Next, we're launching a construction of the loop ramp on eastbound I-182 to Road 100, showcasing our urban planning approach. This is just the beginning of numerous upgrades to this particular region. With such endeavors, Pasco reaffirms its commitment to cultivating a balanced blend of retail, housing, and business expansion, uplifting our community's well-being and economic potential. Financial stability is crucial for maintaining a thriving community. We make a point to allocate funds wisely. Long-range planning strategic investments aim to make sure that essential services, especially public safety, are not just maintained but enhanced for the benefit of all residents. The city takes a regular look at the impact fees on businesses and residents to ensure these fees are justified and fair for all concerned. Safety is paramount. On our comprehensive fire and police master plans are guiding our efforts to create a secure, safe community. From public safety campaigns to homeless reduction, we are actively working to improve conditions for all. And I say this with great pride, and I'm looking over at my chief, both my chiefs. Our fire insurance rating has improved, saving you money, and our police force remains one of the few dually accredited, both state and national levels. Thank you, chiefs, and thank you to your staff. And I say this again, it's great pride. Notably, as you may know, the Pasco Police have been instrumental in launching a law enforcement academy in Pasco, which aims to train local recruits and fill openings in our agencies across the state. We recruit candidates from our area to then remain to serve in our local police departments. By the way, I had to confirm earlier today, congratulations to the first graduating Basic Law Enforcement Academy Class 865 in September. This local academy is a game changer in ensuring that our law enforcement agencies uphold the very best practices. Community identity is more than a slogan, it's a reflection of who we are and where we're headed. To that end, we're developing a community engagement plan and a branding project. Furthermore, we're nurturing arts and culture evident in our recently approved mural painting program and ongoing support of the Arts and Culture Commission. We're energized about the future and we invite you to the previously mentioned events this weekend. We will also invite you to, if you have any questions, comments, or suggestions, please feel free to reach out to us, the staff, and we definitely have Adam and Richa who are experts in subject matter. Thank you again, and we look forward to hearing from everyone else.
Thank you, Mayor, for that great update on Pasco. And next we have the privilege of hearing from Richland Mayor Terry Christensen. Terry was elected to Richland City Council in 2011. He was selected as Mayor Pro Tem in 2016, 2018, and 2022 before succeeding to Mayor in January of this year. Raised in Richland, Terry has lifelong ties to the community. His professional experience includes a degree in business administration from Central Washington University, and over 35 years of finance and business management experience. Terry retired from Pacific Northwest National Laboratory in 2011. He's been involved with numerous community projects over the years, served on Richland Parks and Recreation Commission, the Tri-City Girls Fast Pitch Softball Association, the Tri-Cities Visitor and Convention Bureau Sports Council, the Richland Rod and Gun Club, City of Richland Tourism Committee, and the Richland High School Bomber Boosters. Please help me welcome Richland Mayor Terry Christensen.
Well, thank you for that introduction. I am Terry Christensen, Mayor of the City of Richland. I want to thank the Tri-City Regional Chamber for hosting this event again this year. I don't know about you, but I enjoy these. I learn so much. You think you know what's going on at home, but when you start hearing about all the work that's being done in our cities, it's just really amazing. I do want to say I really do appreciate the collaboration that we have between councils and actually all our staffs in the three cities, to where it does so much to enhance the quality of life when we are all working together and learning best practices from each other and understand the initiatives that are going on. There's so much exciting stuff going on in Richland right now. As we move into 2024, we see opportunities for continued growth and different ways to really try to serve our citizens. This year, the City of Richland launched a new strategic planning initiative consisting of an environmental scan, a community survey, an internal stakeholder survey, a set of focus groups, and also city council interviews. The plan consists of 5 strategic priorities. I think we heard this from Kennewick. We have 5 new ones, different ones. The issues of identify the greatest importance to the City of Richland over the next 3 years. These updates will focus on recent completed projects and priorities for the upcoming 2024 budget. The City of Richland is focused on delivering a high-performance government by improving operations that support reliable service delivery. The new City of Richland website redesign project is well underway, with an expected completion date of mid-2024. The redesign will encompass a range of enhancements, including a more intuitive navigation system, a service finder for quick access to important resources, robust search functionality, and a visually refreshed appearance. One of the standout features of the website redesign is the integration of the city's new virtual assistant, CORI, which is an acronym. Of course, you gotta have an acronym if you're in the government. City of Richland Information, a chatbot feature that uses smart text messaging, web chat, and interactive text alerts to allow the city to operate more efficiently and provide better customer service. Residents can get immediate answers to questions, make service requests, and send personalized messages and get real-time alerts. The Advanced Media and Infrastructure AMI project is just about complete in Richland. It marks a significant milestone in the automation of our electric and water utilities. Once all meters are installed, customers will have the ability to access their daily energy and water consumption data through the AMI customer portal. This comprehensive project also involves a seamless integration of the customer information system used for the utility billing service, a meter data management system, and the introduction of a new customer portal. Starting early next year, staff will begin the implementation of a new utility billing software and a user-friendly customer portal designed for both web and mobile platforms. This portal will simplify bill viewing and payment, provide access to meter usage data, and offer valuable insights into customers' utility consumption patterns, enhancing their overall experience with our service. We are promoting focused development by continuing to seek opportunities for new businesses in Richland and finding ways to support existing businesses. The city has seen a lot of growth and development in the Horn Rapids area. This year, Richland adopted the first in state targeted urban area manufacturing tax incentive, which has helped attract more new businesses to the area. This year, we were excited to celebrate ATI's new expansion in the Horn Rapids Industrial Park. ATI will expand plant capacity by adding 28 million metal melting facility. Somehow I can't get through metal and melting, those two M's together. This expansion will create an additional 100 jobs and allow ATI to fulfill over $1.2 billion in new sales commitments. We are happy they chose Richland for expansion. In the near future, we hope to have more to announce and a focus on clean energy and job creation. We are pleased to be bringing 21 new 1-acre lots to the market in the business center for industrial commercial business uses. In the next budget and capital project cycle, we are also working on creating new 10 to 20-acre lots and a short extension of our main line rail to accommodate future growth and interest. Right now, we are working on a new master plan for the Horn Rapids area, which should be completed in the first quarter of next year. The North Horn Rapids industrial area has a new name and focus. If you don't know it, this is when you read about the 1,640 acres that was transferred from the Department of Energy to the City of Richland and the Port of Benton. It's still intended for large, heavy industrial sites. The new Northwest Advanced Clean Energy Park focus on clean technologies, power generation, and storage as green process-oriented industries. With increased incentives available at the state and federal levels, these industries need large sites on short timelines, leading to more inquiries as we position ourselves as a clean energy hub for the state of Washington, in line with our region's mission of clean up to clean energy. We are well positioned with WSU and PNNL, a highly educated workforce, and a great quality of life. In preparation for the development of the world's first of its kind zero carbon fertilizer company, Atlas Agro, we have been working to serve the property with infrastructure. One major step in that process is thanks to the Community and Economic Revitalization Board, who have granted the city a $5 million loan for a sewer line extension. It was one of the remaining pieces of infrastructure needed to serve this site. Atlas Agro's proposal includes a $1 billion plant that is expected to create up to 235 ongoing full-time jobs, plus hundreds of more during their construction phases. Maintaining and enhancing our quality of life in Richland is a top priority. This includes improving our infrastructure, public safety, and recreation. Construction on the Center Parkway North Extension, right next to Columbia Center Mall, is complete. The new 3-lane roadway connecting Tapdale Drive with Gage Boulevard includes bike lanes, sidewalks on both sides, and curbs and gutters. And it also has a signalized graded at-grade railroad crossing of the Port of Benton Rail. The complete project improves connectivity in a key retail section of Richland and the entire Tri-Cities. If you want to know, that's kind of down where the Coles area and stuff is, and now that one will go right up into the backside of the Columbia Center Mall. Awesome little piece of street, took a long time. The project was completed by a local contractor, Premier Excavation from Pasco, and its subcontractors. In late July, the city of Richland broke ground on the site of new fire station number 76 in Badger South neighborhood. Located along Thoroughbridge Boulevard, the facility will include space for police along with fire and EMS. This integrated model provides the highest level of professional public service and allows officers to remain within their assigned districts during their shifts. The station is located in a future 30-acre West Village Park. Including this station, Richland has been able to build 4 fire stations in the last 10 years. This has been done through grants, conservative budgeting, and utilizing design-build construction process. After a 3-year hiatus, the Richland Police Department has relaunched a traffic unit to address the rise in driving-related issues in the city. The COVID-19 pandemic, legislative change, and retirements had previously led to the unit's suspension. Since the suspension in 2020, Richland experienced increased accidents, reckless driving, and speeding. The traffic unit is working to curb DUI, speeding, reckless driving, collisions, and fatalities by focusing on enforcement and issuing more citations to improve driver behavior. The approach involves education, engineering, and enforcement with just a visible presence on the road, effectively reducing speeding. Enhancing quality of life in our city also means providing enhanced recreation opportunities and signature events. In September, Richland hosted its very first cruising car show. Over 200 cars and trucks, all makes, models, and years, lined up the fairways of Columbia Point Golf Course. The event included food vendors, live music, kids' activities, and ended with an award ceremony. We are also currently working with the Richland Chamber of Commerce to bring back Cool Desert Nights, a tradition we hope to see again in Richland. Howard Amon Park is one of the city's most popular amenities. This includes a playground called Sturgeon Cove. The design stage for a new and improved playground is complete, and demolition and construction are anticipated to take place next spring. This new playground will provide an updated, safe, and fun play space for a variety of age groups. A fitness court, in partnership with the National Fitness Campaign, has broken ground in Howard Amon Park. Funded by Lodging Tax Advisory Committee, this space is designed for adults of all ages and is adaptable for all fitness levels. The fitness court flooring and equipment will be installed in the coming weeks, along with a custom art wrap. These are just some of the highlights of a small number of projects and initiatives happening in the city of Richland. More information regarding all projects and priorities is available on the city's website. It's been my pleasure to serve the citizens of Richland as their mayor. If you can see, there are many exciting things in store for our community and entire region. I would like to thank you all for the opportunity to address you today. Thank you.
Thank you, Mayor Christensen, for the update on Richland. A lot of great things going on there as well. And last, but certainly not least, we have Mayor Brent Gary from the city of West Richland. Brent is serving his third term as Mayor CEO of West Richland. He previously served as West Richland City Council member for 4 years, from January 2010 to December 2013. Besides administrating the day-to-day operation of the city of West Richland, Mayor Gary is also the chair of the Energy Communities Alliance, chair of the Hanford Communities Administrative Board, chair of the Tri-Cities National Park Committee, a TRIDEC board member, a Metro Drug Task Force board member, a Benton County Emergency Services board member, and a Police Information Network board member. A lot of boards there. He's been married to his best friend Denise for 36 years, and they've lived in West Richland for 29 years, and have 2 daughters and 4 grandchildren. Brent and Denise are second-generation owners of Richland Auto Care Center, having purchased the family business from Denise's grandfather 33 years ago. Please help me welcome West Richland Mayor Brent Gary.
Good afternoon, everybody. How you doing? Good lunch? All right. Hey, before we get going, I want to touch base a little bit on something that's kind of important to us. It's called the Hanford side out there, and I want to talk a little bit about the box office hits that we had this last year. How many of you have watched the Oppenheimer movie? You seen that? Box office, Oppenheimer and Barbie. I mean, what 2 combination can... Hopefully, we don't end up with a second edition of Oppenheimer if the Russians behave themselves. We'll see. Now, in regards to Barbie, pretty much a given deal. I could see, you know, the storyline reading, Barbie dumps Ken and runs off with G.I. Joe, you know? You never know. Yeah, Oppenheimer movie was good. And again, I'd like to thank the Regional Chamber of Commerce for the opportunity to share a little bit about what we have going on in West Richland as our sister cities of the Tri-Cities, which is the 4 cities. So do the math, I haven't figured it out yet myself. But anyway, in regards to economic development that we have going on in West Richland, we've seen a great increase in the commercial development over the past 3 years. The commercial center at the Paradise and Bombing Range has really taken off. As you can see from the slides there, some of the activity that we've got going on. The Belmont Business District also has the HAPO Credit Union going up right now, and they hopefully will have the grand opening here shortly in November. So a lot of things going on. You know, years ago when I came to the city of West Richland, it was 4,000 people. You know, very few rooftops, very few daytime car counts, things like that nature. Those are the things that we've been building on over the years to finally get the economic development opportunities in our community to bolster our general fund revenue, which is challenged at the time. But we're making strides. And I'd also like to point out the Red Mountain Event Center is holding great events that brings thousands of people to the region that not only benefit the city of West Richland, but also all of the sister cities. So in the permitting process right now, we've got commercial development. Dutch Brothers is going to be locating at the Belmont Business District. We also have a daycare facility across the street from the Bombing Range Sports Complex. Additionally, we have the Family First Dental, Swig Coffee, and a Taekwondo facility program going in one of those buildings. So the Paradise Bombing Range District is really starting to pop. So another one that's in there is you know, how many people have been to our pizza place, Brick House out there in West Virginia? Yeah. Okay. Well, we got a quickie joint now. It's called what's that name of that pizza joint? Papa Murphy's. So that's for the grandkids. Mom and Dad, we go to Brick House. So some of the future projects that we've got going on, hopefully through a voter-approved bond measure that we're going to have a new high school out in the city of West Richland. We also have Benton REA that has purchased property from the city to move their corporate headquarters from Prosser, which, by the way, they don't serve electricity in Prosser, but that's where their corporate headquarters are at. So we're excited to see them come out here to West Richland. It's there against daytime jobs and retail sales tax. You know, that electrical stuff's pretty expensive when you start adding up what it costs for, you know, wire and transformers and all that stuff. So, you know, a little plug for the general fund there. We're liking that. So they've started their design build process earlier this year, and hopefully they'll submit permits soon. So as the Tri-City grows and the housing becomes more difficult, the City of West Richland's doing their part in planning for the future and looking forward to 3,000 new homes. Lewis and Clark Ranch is 7,000 acres. Before the GMA, it was incorporated in the city's city limits. 7,000 acres in the city limits, that's a bad problem to have, right? So we're going to have an opportunity to master plan. You only have, you've talked, our sister cities have talked about the importance of planning. And you only have one chance to do it right. So when you have 7,000 acres, you want to make sure you get it done right. So we're right now going through a draft EIS, and we're going to continue to move forward with this. So we're really excited about that. The first 1,000 acres is going to house 3,000 homes. So as you know, interest rates, increasing cost inflation, cost of houses are going up. This slide kind of shows where we were in 2022 with 104 multifamily, 97 single family, and then to 23, it's dropped a little bit. But what that has done is it spurred the developers to do a little bit more multifamily, townhouses, apartments, things of that nature. City of West Richland did not have that particular opportunity in the past with multifamily. And over the years, we've seen a lot of that come, which is a plus, because you have today's workforce, you know, some of the young generation, they don't want to mow lawn, they don't want to trim the trees and all that kind of fun stuff, even though I kind of into it myself. But then it also gives an opportunity for retired folks to come and visit or come and live here and have a nice, comfortable house, and you don't have a bunch of maintenance, and they can hang out with the grandkids. So, yeah, we're excited about all the multifamily we've got going on. So, how many people are race car fans? Give me a show. Oh, you're killing me. You're killing me. Thank you to the Port of Kennewick for giving us the opportunity to purchase the 92 acres of the racetrack property. And what this also gave us an opportunity to do is to build our police station that we've completed last year, have the property to bring Benton REA to our city to be a tax revenue generating, and besides the jobs they're gonna bring us. But the Red Mountain Event Center is bringing an economic sprinkler. They're bringing hundreds of thousands of dollars to the community. They're filling up hotels, restaurants, stores, all the above. So if you get an opportunity, go check it out, because it's a real good time out there. Now I'm going to get into the sexy stuff, water and sewer, right? You know, my public works director's not here today, so he wrote me a big long list. It wouldn't fit on the page, so I had Eric from my community development director. I says, cut it short. He won't know I'm missing half the stuff anyway, so no big deal. So I'm going to go through this because it's pretty important stuff. You know, the SR 224 projects completes the water that is and its scheduled improvements prior to the SR 224 Red Mountain Vicinity Improvements Project scheduled to begin in 25. We'll get to that slide here in just a little bit. The water and sewer extension splits into two phases to allow the in-house design to be completed by fall of 2021, and the construction of the water main extension to the city's raceway property to occur over the winter of 21 and 22, and prior to the Red Mountain Event Center scheduled events in the spring of 22, avoiding potential construction conflicts with the events. But we're also bringing fire protection to that facility and potable water, which it didn't have before. So the development of that water system is very important, because we have Benton REAs coming in. They need water too. So It just happened to work out. Everybody was going to benefit from it. And the second phase of the water and sewer extension projects includes an installation of approximately 48,000 linear feet of 12-inch water mains. Yeah, I told you I was going to get sexy here. And then also 600 linear feet of 8-inch sanitary sewer mains and the asphalt paving SR 224. This project was designed in-house in 2022 and is currently under construction and scheduled to be completed in November of 23. The majority of the water improvements are funded by a $1.9 million Benton County Rural Capital Funds. The Benton County Rural Capital Funds is real important to all of us, as we can all take the big advantage of that. Thank you, Commissioner, and you guys for taking managing that project for us, and Adam for being gracious to say, yeah, your project's great, you can do it, no problem. Which we know that doesn't always happen, right? So moving on to the $31.5 million SR 224 Red Mountain, there we go, Red Mountain Vicinity Improvements Project will add capacity, improve traffic operations with additional and vehicle bicycle lanes, along with intersection improvements and pedestrian facilities. In March of 2022, the city executed an agreement with the Washington State Department of Transportation for the city to take over the design, right-of-way acquisition, and construction of the project. This project is currently 60% designed and scheduled to begin construction in 2024. So when we were over in Olympia, we actually were kind of the model child. DOT was having a difficulty being able to fulfill the projects that they had throughout the state. And we knew that this is a game changer for the city of West Richland when you can 3-lane curb gutter sidewalks, bus pullouts, SR 224, if you're familiar with where it starts at the post office and goes out past the racetrack, just a little 2-lane road. So it's certainly a game changer. We couldn't let it die, so we took it in-house. I mean, this is just a city of just, like 85 employees. No big deal. We can handle it. So the project funding is as shows $30 million from the 2000 Connecting Washington funds, was occurred back when Governor Gregoire was in office. It also includes a 5.5 appropriations from the legislators in the 23-24 capital budget. I mean, how often does a little city go to Olympia and ask for $5.5 million? Yeah, no problem, we got it covered. So special thanks to Benton REA and their lobbyists and everybody that made that happen. We certainly appreciate that. $959,000 in federal funds, $449,000 in local city funds, and then $91,000 in local Benton County funds. Again, thank you, Benton County, appreciate that. All right, so now we move on to intersections. Obviously, the bombing range and Keene Road, pretty busy. Development of Badger Mountain South, Dallas Road, people work at Hanford. And where do they go? They go right through West Richland on the way home. How many people get to play in that game? Okay, well, we're almost there. We're almost there. So after careful evaluation and analyzing the intersection of Bombing Range and Keene Road, it was determined that the most appropriate capacity improvement would be a signalized intersection rather than a construction of a double lane roundabout, which if we would have done that, we would have had to buy out an 80-year-old woman's house, and I didn't think that would probably set too well with our citizens. Certainly didn't with me. So we're going to have that opened up here shortly, and that project was funded by a $3 million federal grant and local funds for PE and right-of-way and construction. Now the cool stuff, pathways, paths. Everybody loves paths. So the Keene Road Pathway Phase 4 project will connect high-growth areas to a regional pathway network, which will provide opportunities for safe bicycle and pedestrian connections. The project will consist of a 12-foot asphalt pathway along the north side of Keene Road, approximately 1.5 miles west, where it currently terminates at Belmont Boulevard. This pathway extension along Keene Road will connect two existing pathways, one west of SR 224, which feeds 600 residential lots development, and a multi-family zoned area east of Belmont Boulevard. The existing pathway east of Belmont Boulevard along Keene Road extends several miles to Kennewick at Steptoe Street. It also provides connectivity to the Sacagawea Heritage Trail by way of recently completed segment that connects the Keene Road pathway to Queensgate Drive. This project was funded through a $745,000 federal grant as well as local funding. So we're tying our pathways into our sister cities, which is phenomenal. You can go from West Richland all the way to Kennewick, to Pasco. I mean, just, it's wonderful. That's why I got an electric bike, because I can't pedal the doggone thing any further than that. So. But before I close, I want to put a pitch in too, as was mentioned, the importance of the public safety sales tax. Public safety sales tax is a necessity for our communities to continue the safety and the protection that we have from our first responders. In the city of West Richland, that means 3 officers, and we have also 2 staff members. So if that doesn't pass, I think there's going to be a lot of people that are going to be looking for some way to subsidize their police forces. Just not acceptable. So everybody, kudos up, check the right box, and let's keep that going. So it's certainly a necessity. Thank you, Commissioner Alvarez, for everything that you've been doing just to educate the Law and Justice Council. So before I close, I'd also like to thank our local regional partners, first responders, Metro Drug Task Force, who are out there after the bad guys all the time. These guys do a great service to our community. Benton County Emergency Services for everything that they do for response times and making things happen. BIPIN, which is the communication portions of it, that is so important to both the chiefs and the sheriffs. We thank chiefs and sheriffs for everything you guys do. They get together on a monthly meeting and make sure that everybody's on the same page, as we also do with the city managers, county administrators. It just shows that we are maybe 4 cities and 2 counties, but we all work together, because together is stronger than working alone, for sure. I'd also like to thank my city staff. As I mentioned, 85 employees, a small city. We've got a lot of stuff going on. We're something that is going to be reckoned with here very shortly. Everybody's running out of room, but like I said, we got 7,000 acres, so come on out. We're good. So city staff, thank you guys for what you do. You're wonderful. I appreciate everything. Let's give them a little bit of a kudo. Also, our city council members, this is not an easy job. They have to make tough decisions. Sometimes they're not popular decisions, but there are 7 individuals that are sitting behind that dais that have to make that difficult decision on what is better for your community. And I have 2 of them here, right here, Mayor Pro Tem Brink and Councilmember Hayes. Thank you. And Councilmember Fetto, thank you for what you guys do. We certainly appreciate it. Look forward to many more years of your commitment to the city. So with that, I just want to remind everybody that a community that works together, plays together, is stronger together. So just remember, teamwork makes the dream work. So thank you very much for your time this afternoon.